Okay, Libra Men. Libra men like to give space to you to chime in. They want you to chime in on every decision. All right. These are also even decisions that they already have made up their mind that they want to do. Okay. But it's so much of a when it's a two-party thing, and this is largely because Venus rules over Libra. Because it's a two-party thing, they have to pitch it to you. They just have to say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about going here? You understand what I'm saying? They must do it. And, they get the rap for being indecisive a lot, but what they're doing is, like I'm telling you, they really will have their mind made up in their mind that they want to do something. But they're being considerate of you because that's part of courtship, right? Do you want to do this? Hey, you ever heard about this? So if they could like mention something like, oh, you heard the new comedy show that's going on in the city? And you will say yes, no, you'll speak about whatever it is, you'll chime in on that thing when this Libra man knows he wants to go see that comedy show. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to go alone though. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they don't want to go alone anywhere. Flat out, they don't. They like to group up and be social and have a gathering and say, yo, look, let's get together and let's go here, let's go here, let's go there, let's go there. And we'll give you the opportunity to chime in on that, even though they know that it's someplace they want to go. And a lot of the times, they can be found actually bringing up the topic or the place of interest of where to go themselves. And it kind of like looks like it's your idea should you say yes. But in that instance, they don't have to make a decision about anything. You understand what I'm saying? So it works for them. So, but this is what also can happen, right? They can judge you based upon what your answer is. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you say no, they'll contemplate whether you're just saying no for the sake of saying no. Like, what are the factors associated with you saying no? You know what I mean? Saying yeah is probably pretty much simpler because it means that you agree with something that they proposed, and it's like they won in that instance because there's no argument, there's no debating, there's no bickering, there's no conflict. And Libras love harmony. There's no conflict. Okay, great. Everybody, you want to go? Everybody voted yes. We out. However, let's say you disagree or you're not with it. You're in conflict with what is proposed. They may probe you based upon these types of things, right? Or why you don't want to go. They'll ask you that. If your answer is not a real, what they decide or determine to be a real valid answer, it might turn into bickering. It can turn into a debate. They can and will judge you based upon how you answer. And this is sometimes you can find out that they reveal that they actually wanted to go to this place or do this particular thing. It's not all the time, but in some instances you will find that out. You might come with a question and be like, yo, you want to go there? Is that why you feel this way about it? Because I'm saying no and you want to go, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, they'll still do it. They still want to know, and the reason is because they want to know, why are you not wanting to be social? Why do you not want to attend a social gathering? Why do you not want to go out? And they may clown you even after enough time passes by and say, like, you don't go nowhere. You don't do nothing. You are a hermit. Like, this is what you call life. This is how you want to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is when their mouths can get fire. I know some Libra men whose mouths are, that's another thing I want to talk about. Their sense of humor is out of this world, like dark, sinister sense of humor. Like, they have the most twisted joke. The funniest dude I know probably is a Libra guy. Serious. Jokes, the darkest humor, well, next to Aquarius. Aquarius mouths are just ridiculous. When they're in their zone, just forget about it. But Libras are very close. And I don't mean like Scorpio vulgar. I mean like dark, sinister jokes. Like, they're really funny, but to the point where you gotta really sit and think to yourself, like, are you going to hell for laughing at what they just got finished saying? Or why do you even think that that's funny? Like, that is just dark, man. But so funny, it's unfair. You can't really keep it to yourself. But yeah, another thing about Libra men is they can sell you fried. They can, they can talk you into frying ice cream. It's pretty much, that's the type of gift the gab these guys got. Like, they got the gift the gab when it comes to speech. It's an air sign quality, you know what I'm saying? They get to talking to you. I've seen them in action when it comes to the ladies, and I've seen them talk men into doing things as well. Not, no pause, whatever the case may be, but I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? Myself included. Like I was talking about, like, yo, you want to go to such and such, so and so, and I'd be like, nah, man. He'd be like, why not, man? And then the next thing you know, 20 minutes later, I'm like, yo, hold on, I'm going to grab my stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're that persuasive. They'll make you feel like something is internally wrong with your social life if you do not bend to what it is that they're proposing to you. But another thing is, if you don't go out with them, you don't love them. Like, that's just flat out. It's like, you don't love them. You're possibly lame, and if you're not lame, you're close to being lame, but you definitely don't love them. You can't love them. They may even like sigh at it and be like, yo, you just, it's like me, like, what is it with me? You went with so and so, you went with such and such, but when it comes to me, it's just like, yo, really, you gonna do this? Is what I'm talking about, the gift, the gab. These guys are persuasive at making things happen, or turning the tables, or making people come to a agreement on something. But yeah, you can prepare for a verbal onslaught should they go through the motions with you and you really just not be with it towards the end. You're really like, no. Like, you can become lame because of that. They are very generous guys though. And I mean this for real. Like, they will buy you any and everything that you want. This goes for the ladies. They will buy their men friends any and everything you want. You all right? Y'all need anything? You need something? Shots on me. Drinks for y'all. Bottle over here. Bottle over there. No problem. It's part of courtship. These guys also will wear their money. They want you to know, if they're getting money, they want you to know that they're getting money. You know what I'm saying? So they'll put some diamonds in the ring. They'll ice out the chain, or put some diamond cuts in it at least. You know what I mean? They are firm believers that you get money. Part of that is showing the beauty of getting money. You should style yourself. These men also dress very well. They will search high and low to get some fabrics that, make a fashion statement. At all times, they want to be seen with maybe the hat that matches the shoes or the shirt or whatever the case may be. They care about how they are seen in the public light. Let me see, what else about Libra men? If these guys don't have a job, which is very rare, they'll sell drugs. Like, these guys have to have money. You know what I'm saying? But it's like very rare that a Libra man does not have a job. And these are even the men that are going through something in their lives. I've seen them still carry and hold down jobs. Like, seriously, they have to have one. What else? Very generous. Only one slide. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for Libra, man. That's all I got for you, one more thing. I almost left this out. You can find yourself, when being courted out with Libra men, you can find yourself running into your enemies. So you could have just been thinking or talking about, or y'all could have been discussing it yourselves, and it could have been like, okay, well, let's go out. Don't even worry about none of that. Let's go out somewhere. You can go out and run into those same exact enemies of yours, not his, of yours. Now, this is just something universal, I think. This does not tell me, or have not confirmed, that this is just some wild thing that they secretly conjured up in their own mind. I think it's just something that happens and astrologically deals with the seventh house. Seventh house can be where your enemies are, because your enemies see you, because the seventh house is a public house. You know what I'm saying? This is where you make contracts and deals with people. You're out in the environment. It's the house that rules Libra, so it's like you become visible to your enemies. And you can even think about this and be like, well, wow, here I go going out with you. Look at what happens now. Now, not only this though, right? Check this out. These same Libra men can be the individuals that get you out of what it is that you're possibly about to get into. So they will diffuse the situation. I'm not saying how, It could be pros, it could be cons, whatever you determine that to be, good, bad, whatever the case may be. However, they will diffuse the situation. I don't think it's guilt trip, but it just happens that way. This is how good these men are at their element, which is making it so two sides can reach an agreement or see a balanced point of view. You know what I mean? And keep peace and harmony. They're really not for the whole quarrels and stuff like that. This is another thing. Like they can try talking you a lot into making peace with your own enemies. And sometimes this just may not sit well with you, but they'll also try to convince you into or talk you into doing that as well. Yes, they can try to do that to you as well. And you know, it's up to you to decide what that's going to be. But yeah, so like these guys can also get into verbal, I wouldn't say altercations, but verbal debates, right? That actually begin a quarrel. And it could be amongst you, or it could be amongst friends, it could be amongst allies. Like really doesn't matter at this point for them. Just to mental spar to keep something sparked up, and then they'll diffuse that. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's fun. I think that